So in our last video, we talked about 3 different tests you can do to check to see if you have the physical ability to perform the proper sequence in your downswing. And just a quick review, the proper sequence from the top of the backswing is to lateral shift the pelvis. We're going to rotate the pelvis and then extend the pelvis, okay? So it's important to be able to physically do that. And if you can't, those 3 tests are gonna show you whether you can or can't do that. And real quick, the tests were, we got into our golf posture. First one was to see if we could rotate our hips. And do this in front of a mirror so you can evaluate. When you're doing this hip rotation, we're looking for good rotation without the upper body moving with it. We're also looking to see, is the movement rotational or is it more side to side? So if you struggled with any of those, here's some things you can try at home to start to develop more strength through your core, to develop that mobility that you're going to need through your pelvis to create the proper downswing sequence. So the first thing we want to do is a quick stretch. Okay, so we're going to get down on our floor, okay, and we're going to cross our right foot on top of our left knee. From here, we're going to reach through, grab the back of our left thigh, and we're going to pull that knee towards our chest. From here, you're going to feel a big stretch through your glute. I want you to hold that for 30 seconds. Then you're going to drop the foot down to the ground. You're going to bring your hands up like a stick-up position so your shoulders are on the ground, and you're going to roll that foot to the opposite side. So obviously what we're doing here is creating separation between the upper and lower body. So if you're struggling to physically do this, this stretch is going to help. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds, and you come back and repeat. You're going to do that 3 or 4 times, then switch sides. Okay, same thing. Pull the knee and drop it over. But we want to make sure that our shoulders are staying down. So after we go through some stretches, then we can start to strengthen that area. So from here, we're going to keep our hands at our side. We're going to pick our knees up and tighten our core. The strengthening part is that we're going to actually lower both knees to the side. And the idea is you have to control this with your core, especially the obliques, so that your knees don't drop all the way to the ground. We're trying to build some strength as we do this. So when we get to the side, just to go where you feel comfortable, hold for 15 seconds. Then I want you to come up and drop to the other side. Hold for 15 seconds. And what you're going to notice as you go back and forth doing 5 or 6 reps here, you're going to notice each time you're able to get a little lower and a little lower. But I want you to really control that with your obliques to start getting some separation between the upper and lower body, but also muscular control. If that's a little easy with your knees bent 90 degrees, we can always straighten that out. And the longer the lever arm, the harder that's going to get. So that's 3 exercises you can do on the floor that are going to start to help you gain some strength and mobility to get the pelvis moving. The last one we can do is when we can do this standing, okay? And very simply, you're just going to get your golf club. You're going to put the butt end down on the ground. You're going to get into your golf posture, okay? And from here, you're going to press down into the club. So what you're doing is you're flexing your shoulders and your lats down to create some stability in the upper body, which is going to allow you to start to rotate your pelvis more. Now I want you to do this one in front of the mirror so you can see, is it still going this way and is the upper body still moving? If it is, I want you to really bear down on that and try to work a rotational movement. If you're struggling with this one, get back on the floor, do more of those drills, and then this one should start to become easier. As you go through this, you're going to notice that when you retest, you're going to start to see a little more rotation through the pelvis without that golf club moving. Give this a shot. Next week I'm going to show you the next phase of the exercises.